Hey, I'm Kaushik and I welcome you with a big heart to Kaushik's Everyday English. Do you want to interact with people? The answer is obviously yes. Everybody wants to interact with people. Who doesn't want to interact? But at times you face a problem because English is not your first language and you may be running short of some phrases and expressions while interacting with people. Never mind. Today's lesson will be very fruitful for you because I'll tell you some English phrases and sentences which are perfect to use while interacting with people. And I would suggest to watch the entire video because I know this video will be very fruitful. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Follow the first phrase, age before beauty. Now, what does this mean? This means that if there is an old person and there is a young and beautiful woman, right? So you will give preference to the old man. So it means to give preference to an older person. As an example, you could say, I offered him the seat saying age before beauty. For example, there is a young, pretty lady and there is an old man. So you have offered the seat to the old man because you have given preference to the old man. So in this way, you can use the phrase age before beauty. Let's move on to the next expression, an acid taste. Now, you must have heard of an acid or you must have heard of acid rain. Acid is a chemical of a sort, but what is acid taste? What does it mean? It means a critical experiment. Now, when you interact with somebody, you can say it's a critical experiment. That is the experiment that brings out the reality of something. For example, the acid taste of an artist is whether he remains calm or not when he is criticized. That means the real test of an artist is whether he can accept criticism coolly or not. So that shows the real quality of an artist. So in this way, you can use this expression, an acid taste. Let's move on to the next phrase, I don't buy it. Now here, buy doesn't mean purchase. There is nothing to purchase over here, but it means to disagree. As an example, you could say, my brother says that his business policy will make him millions. I don't buy it. That means you disagree with your brother. You don't think that your brother's business policy will make him a millionaire. You don't agree with him. So in that case, you can say, I don't buy it. Look at the next phrase, appeal to. Now, appeal actually looks like a formal term, but many people use this while interacting with people, and it means to make a request. We generally say, I appeal to you, please, I appeal to you, something like that. So we are making a request by saying appealing to, right? So as an example, you could say the government makes an appeal to the crowd to make a silent protest. That means over here, the government is appealing to or is making a request to the crowd not to be violent, but to make a silent protest. Let's move on to the next phrase, come across. Now, what does come across mean? It means someone or something that comes to you by chance. By chance means it's not a pre-planned thing. All of a sudden, you have met a person, or all of a sudden, you have found a thing. For example, I came across my childhood friend at the mall. That means this meeting of yours with your childhood friend was not pre-planned, but it was by chance that you had come across your friend at the mall. So in this way, you can use this expression, come across. Now, let us move on to the next phrase, don't joke with me. Now, see, I have used an exclamatory mark. Now, it means to ask someone to realize the seriousness of a matter. Say, for example, you are telling someone something, but that person is not listening to you, or he's very casual, he's not taking the matter very seriously. In that case, you can say, don't joke with me. For example, don't joke with me, I need his address right away. Now, follow the pronunciation of address. Now, when it is a noun, his address, then we stress on the first syllable, on the first part of the word, address. But when it is a verb, I address to you something, so then the stress is on the second syllable, address. So when it is a noun, my address, and when it is a verb, I address to you. So coming back to the sentence, don't joke with me, it means to ask someone to take the matter seriously, right? So you are telling somebody that I need his address, and he may be very casual, he may not be giving you his address, so you can tell him that don't joke with me. Here is the next phrase for you, the fact of the matter. What does this mean? This means the truth. As an example, you could say, the fact of the matter is that he felt insulted at your rude behavior. That means it is true that you behaved rudely and he felt insulted. So the fact of the matter means the truth. The next phrase for you is for the time being. Now, the word time is there, the word being is there, and with that, these two words are also there. So for the time being means for a limited period of time, for a limited time. Now, at times we do many things for only a limited period of time, or there are things that exist for a limited period of time. For example, you can use my flat for the time being. So it means that you may have a flat or empty flat, and you are asking someone, or you are telling someone that you can use my flat, but for a limited period of time. It's not that I'm giving you the flat for a longer period of time, but for a short duration, you can use my flat. So in this way, you can use the phrase for the time being. Let's move on to the next phrase, allow for. Now, the word allow means permission, to give permission. But when it is joined before a preposition for, allow for, the meaning changes. It means to give a careful thought. To give a careful thought. For example, allowing for her old age, she was given a seat. That means considering her old age. Allow for means considering. Considering her old age, she was given the seat. As because she is old, she has been given a seat. So in this way, you can use the phrase allow for. Look at this phrase. It serves you right. Now, what does serve mean? When you go to a restaurant, the waiter serves you the food, but over here the meaning is not something like this. It means justice happens because the person gets something what he deserves. For example, he ranked first in the IIT. It serves him right for the hard work he had done. So that means he deserves this rank because he has done a hard work. So truly, He has got the first rank and he deserves this position. So, friends, this is for today, and I hope you have enjoyed today's session. And I'm sure you are going to use these phrases in your daily conversation from right now. So, before I leave, I would like to remind you once more to subscribe to my channel, to give a thumbs up, to make comments, and to click the all notification button so that whenever I upload my video, you get the notification first. So tomorrow I'll be back again with a new lesson to learn. Till then, stay safe, love your family, love your parents, and love yourself. Bye.